got some pretty good news to kind of share with everybody. And this I thought was pretty cool because it's nice to see Xbox developers kind of helping each other and making sure that they all have, the best quality games that they possibly can have. And that's exactly what we're starting to see here with what Microsoft is doing. And, again, we saw certain instances where, like, with Forza Horizon games, Rare helped out with some of the water effects and things like that. And you look at like the Sea of Thieves water effects, and it's nice to see that, they were able to kind of help out and kind of get that going. So, yeah, thought that was pretty cool. And, for me personally, I wanted to get into this because I like this news. It sounds pretty awesome. So I'm sure you guys will all like it as well. According to this, anyway, Indiana Jones Xbox game reportedly had help from 343 Industries, the Halo team, the id Software Doom team, and Hi-Fi Rush Studios. So, yeah, that's kind of cool. So the other day, we know that there's going to be a developer direct in which viewers finally get a chance to see some of the new games. Of course, the Indiana Jones game, things like that. We've known for quite some time now that it's being developed by Machine Games, and a new rumor suggests that 343 Industries, id Software, and Tango Gameworks are handling some development duties on the project as well. It was actually shared via a podcast, which I'm going to link this in the description so you all can check it out as well. And it seems to suggest that Xbox is putting a lot of resources into the new game. At this time, readers should take it with a grain of salt, however, but it wouldn't be at all surprising because companies like Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo tend to spread work around for major titles. For example, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild was primarily developed by Nintendo EPD, but Monolith Software pitched in and worked on the game's open-world elements. It's possible Microsoft looked at the skill specialty of 343, id, and Tango and found ways that these studios could similarly complement Machine Games. Another benefit to having multiple teams pitching in on an Indiana Jones game is that it might have helped the game release sooner. A recent report from Insider Gaming claims that the new Indiana Jones game will be released this year on Xbox Series X and S. That's a lot sooner than people would have been expecting and would greatly bolster the system's 2024 lineup. At this time, none of this information has been confirmed yet, including a title for the game. However, Lucasfilm has apparently registered trademarks for the domains for Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, and it's believed that this will be the game's title. Indiana Jones is one of the biggest and most well-regarded movie franchises, well, at least the first three, and the game will be a major exclusive for Xbox. This could also rationalize having so many big developers putting work into the game. Machine Games is already a big deal as the studio has worked on franchises like Wolfenstein and Quake. However, 343 Industries has worked on Halo, id Software has worked on Doom, and Tango has worked on Hi-Fi Rush and The Evil Within, as well as Ghostwire Tokyo. Between the four development teams, that's a lot of strong experience, and that could result in a better project, with Xbox majorly trailing behind PlayStation at the moment. The company could use a big win with a lot of name recognition. Hopefully Indiana Jones will be just that, but we won't know what to expect until we get a look at the game later on. So what's everybody's take on this? Are you guys excited by the thought process of, Microsoft having these companies kind of team up and help each other out? Like, I think that's pretty awesome. Really kind of shows that everybody's on the same page with a lot of this stuff. I like the fact that Microsoft has been sort of this company to sort of do that stuff. So, again, we'll have to wait a little bit longer probably to see exactly what's going on. But, at the same time, I feel like Microsoft is very smart to do this, and they've had their companies and teams do other things helping each other out in the past as well. So I like to see that. Like I said, I think Microsoft has a fantastic lineup ahead of us. For 2024, we had a really good one in 2023. If we could get rid of some of these stupid negative rumors and stuff going on, I think Xbox would be in an even better place. But at the end of the day, I think Microsoft is doing what they can to kind of make sure that people have games to play and that we all have things to get excited about. It doesn't really get much better than that. As fans, it's up to us to kind of say, okay, well, they're bringing out this and that gets me excited, or they're bringing out that and that's exciting. I really like to see this stuff, and at the same time, I feel like Microsoft has still have to earn trust from certain people. And I find that that's a little bit annoying, but I also can kind of understand it as someone who has seen, Xbox kind of falter and, fail here and there. But then they manage to kind of pick themselves up and they do stuff good and they got things rolling. And then next thing you know, they do something stupid again. And so they end up kind of back in this weird, pivoted area. So I hope that they can kind of finally get things under, taken under a certain way so that they can, finally, be able to do the things that they want to do. And that includes, releasing a certain amount of games or whatever per year. And I think we're closing in on seeing that, and that to me means everything. I think Microsoft has done a tremendous job with everything that they've been doing lately. Yes, there's been some instances where things are confusing or what have you, but at the same time, I think Microsoft has kind of rebounded and done some things that make people really happy with Xbox. Is there ever going to be a situation where PlayStation gamers are thrilled with Xbox? Probably not. There'll always be some kind of excuse to hate Xbox, but I try not to let that get to me. I try not to let that bother me. I try to just hope that Microsoft does the best that they can in the future, and that they continue to kind of be as transparent as they can. So that's what I want to see. I'm sure a lot of you probably feel that exact same way. Microsoft, I don't understand how how these things are going to play out in the long run, but it is one of those things where Microsoft is kind of their own worst enemy at times. So we'll see what happens, and at the end of the day, I think it'll really kind of come down to how things kind of look at the I don't know how things will kind of end up looking for Xbox long term, but I do think that Microsoft has won over some people, and obviously there's going to be people that they haven't really won over. So I'm very interesting what people think though on this kind of subject. How do you feel about Microsoft going forward? Are you one of those people that want to kind of give them the benefit of the doubt? Are you guys not wanting to give them the benefit of the doubt, or are you guys just kind of over the whole thing? I would really love to kind of know how you guys are kind of thinking about things. Like, it really does matter, I think, at the end of the day, because we're fans, and what we say realistically should be how people kind of look at these things, so hopefully anyway. So I would love to hear you guys' thoughts and opinions on all these things. Obviously things can change at pretty much any time, but again, it really kind of comes down to our individual thoughts. So anyway, let me know what you guys think. I appreciate it. I'm Crap Gamer. This has been Crap Gamer Reviews. Rack 'em up. Crap Gamer out.